Hello, this is Tom Orry from videogamer.com and I'm with Alice Bell.
Hello.
And we're going to be talking about Firewatch, the game from Campo Santo, which has kind of had a bit of a following since they announced it quite a while ago because it looks really cool, has kind of a cool premise to it. Alice, do you want to briefly explain what this is about?
Yeah, in Firewatch, you play Henry, and he is a volunteer fire watcher in a national park in Wyoming.
And that is exactly what it sounds like. You do watch for fires from like a tower.
Wander about the forest and that. And it's sort of not what I was expecting. You said that
I mean, when I assumed, probably because I hadn't paid attention, that it was going to be kind of an open adventure game, like explore, discover things, kind of not massively open world, but open so that you could do whatever you wanted whenever, essentially. There's an element of that, but it is mainly, I guess, more similar to traditional adventure game, something like a Telltale game where it's quite heavily scripted, but you have choices at various points to kind of change things slightly.
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, I did, because I was following it quite closely because I was quite interested in it, because I like that sort of game. So I did know that it was mostly sort of an interactive story, I guess, but it does have that kind of open world element to it. But it surprised me because I think the story wasn't what I was expecting it to be.
So the main kind of mechanic, I'd say, is how you communicate with your boss, Delilah, who is in another Watchtower. Yeah,
she's sort of across the outside the valley.
And you talk to her via this radio. So every now and again, she'll talk to you and you kind of answer back from a multiple choice kind of system, or you can tell her about things you've noticed or spotted in the forest. And this starts off, I guess, a little bit awkward, and then gradually builds and you have a relationship, etc. It kind of develops into more than just co-workers, I would say.
I think that's part of the element of choice as well, because you don't have to develop a close relationship with her. I think you pissed her off once, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, she got angry about something and decided she wasn't going to talk to me for a while.
Women.
Well, but it's kind of that whole mechanic. It works really well because you are so isolated. You never. Well, I'm not going to say exactly what I was going to say then, but when you're wandering around, it does feel like you're in this massive area and there's no one around. And I found myself trying to talk to her, even though she wasn't talking back, just to talk to someone essentially, which was a bit strange. But it really plays on the sense of like being alone really well. There's numerous points where you think, I didn't expect that to happen, and it's kind of unnerved me slightly. I wouldn't say it's a survival horror game at all, but it does have moments that are very unnerving and it does make you worry slightly about what's going to happen and what is happening around you.
And I think you're right, that is because of the sense of isolation, because you really feel like there's no one close by that can help you, I guess. It looks very nice. And it's quite stylized, and it's got sort of a day and night system, so you can get to know the forest and see different parts of it. So if you get to know especially the area around your tower and stuff, I think quite well. So I found the forest kind of took on a personality for me, and I felt like I got to know it quite well. But having said that, I did have some issues with because I was playing it on my my laptop, and I think it might be because it's quite a kind of, it's not like a high power laptop, so I had to turn down all the settings quite low, and I still got some tearing. I mean, I played on PS4, and PS4 version isn't amazing. It does struggle, frame rate struggles quite a lot. It looks a bit rough. I mean, I hope it would look better on a decent PC. It's not terrible. I got over the frame rate quite quickly, and you kind of get engrossed in the actual game. But if you are someone that really gets bothered by bad performance, this is something that I think you will definitely notice and probably be bothered by. If you're like David Scammell, our news editor.
He has told me about how he wasn't thrilled with the performance in the PS4 version already. So it is there. I think hopefully they'll tweak it after release and fix it a little bit.
I think for me, you could get over it because of the kind of stylized nature of the art.
It still looks really nice. Despite the graphical issues, it still looks very impressive. The look of it looks like I don't want to say painting, but it is got that kind of stylized look to it it's not going for realism at all. I think they kind of encourage you to look at it in that way, because at one point you get a disposable camera and you can take pictures.
of the forest and sunsets and things like that. So I think it encouraged you to sort of
I forgot to use it. I when it shows you your pictures you've taken, I took 2.
Really?
Because I just thought I don't want to use them all up, and I just forgot to use them at all.
I thought too gamey about it. So when weird stuff started happening, because weird stuff does start to happen, I was like shit, and started using the camera to take pictures for evidence instead of actually the landscape.
So I think it's a very interesting game. I don't think it's quite gamey enough for some people. It is very much adventure game, but without action adventure at all. It's story adventure. So if you're into like classic adventure games where the story is the focus, I think you'll get a lot out of it. There's a lot to read into, I think. Whether or not I agree with everything that people will say about it, I don't know. Don't go in expecting kind of an action game where you're running around with an axe attacking people. I think you'll like it a lot. It's just, I think it's a very interesting game. Like, not many games I think people talk about as much as they will this.
I would definitely play it again.
Yeah.
Because I think there are some aspects of it that would change and stuff. And I think also change how you feel about Henry as well.
Yeah. It's lots of talking points, I think.
Yes.
Well, that's Firewatch. It's out this week on PC and PS4.
There you go.
Don't have a home. Don't have no